What is good, friends? Welcome to another casted game. We are in the first day of the Rising Empires League, and we see game 3 of Team Galorys, Legolas and Utinons against Team HotDogIsn'tASandwhich, Salami and Core. And let's take a quick look at our Civ picks here. Legolas sitting on the Abbasid. We see his teammate as the Roos, and Utin is actually straight ahead of Core as another Abbasid, because we are on jousting fields and we have two lanes with a big woodline in the middle. And Legolas's direct counterpart is Salami's Ottomans, and we see an early military school coming up right now. He's still on the wood here, getting one more drop off in, and then he's gonna switch to fully going on the sheep and adding in that lumber camp. Am I saying lumber camp? I'm meaning the mining camp. Fairly normal stuff here. We see the Abbasid going for the early mill on the berries. We see Core actually eating mutton rather than berries, so no vegetarian for him. And the Roos, we actually don't see any of these players when they're playing Roos going for the early chop through for the hunting cabin that gives you like about 50 to 60 gold immediately if you try to do that. But Utin is not trying that, and he just is very happy with those 27. Let's take a look at the bounty. All of this is gone already. Let's take his perspective. He's sitting on 210, which is very respectable. Oh, and he's gonna get this too, so he's gonna hit the 250 bounty, which is absolutely amazing for him. And you'd not expect Core to actually leave his home hunt up like this. 250 is being reached. Now, it's not the end of the world if you don't get that, but it's a nice bonus. And if you take a look at it, it is just 5% more food gather rate, nothing else. And your hunting cabins generate gold faster, so this tick is going up. Question is, what kind of strategy are we going to see out of both our Abbasid players? If you're playing Abbasid into the Ottomans, do you really feel safe enough to go for that economy wing? Do you think you can survive the Ottoman pressure? You expect to be there, and he thinks he does. He's going economy wing with the Fertile Crescent, which is it Crescent? Anyway, watch the Age of Noob video for this economic technology. It is absolutely bonkers how good it is. Your houses only cost 37 wood, and the actual important part about it is your town centers only cost 262 stone and 300 wood instead of the 400 and 350. It is absolutely broken. Core, on the other hand, is also going economy wing. So they're both feeling fairly confident against these rather aggressive civs. Of course, we see the Kremlin coming up. It's going to protect this little wood line. It's going to sort of protect this gold. Of course, you can run around with ranged units, so I don't really like this placement because, yeah, it's in the middle of 5 resources, but it's not protecting any of them. I'd really love to see it right here. We see the first early spearman coming out of the military school. It is on the Abbasid gold right now, and what kind of damage did it do? Looks like Legolas just immediately pulled off. He has enough gold to go for the Fertile Crescent. Let's take a look at his resource. He has 206 gold right now. He's going to pay 75 of that for the Crescent. Immediately queuing it. Don't let me down, my friend. And I feel so let down at this point. I feel confused and betrayed. And now he's getting it. He actually had fresh foodstuffs clicked up for a moment, but he just does not have the food at that moment. And we'll see if he's gonna get it. Usually you wanna get the fresh foodstuffs right as you have the second town center up to get those easier, just cheaper villagers. But we see double spearmen from Core right here, harassing the stone. And this is actually doing a lot of damage right now. It's causing a lot of idle time. If they can get a villager out of here, and they can, these spears have paid off so much already. This is what you want to see if you're an Ottoman player. This is just beautiful play. And yeah, every time that Legolas is trying to attack, Core just preemptively tries to pull back. Now the archer is out and these guys are safe, but the damage is done. The town center is delayed, and let's take a look at what Core is doing here. He's just dropping off, and the second town center is immediately going up. And what you usually expect to see if you see a town center going up right on the stone outcropping, you expect to see another town center. You seem to expect that Core might be going back on the stone, going for a third TC, which I personally think is very greedy if your opponent's ruse is dropping proxy archery ranges. But Core is not in the know of that, I believe. Let's find out. Yeah, Core has no idea this is going on. He's currently busy running towards the ruse base, doesn't know about the proxy base here. And Salami actually denying Hans on the other side. I wonder if Salami is going for another Pro Scouts. What kind of... He went with the meta drums. So these are the Vizier points. They are basically a unique bonus system for the Ottomans. There are 3 different tiers. You can only advance to the next tier once you spend a point in the first one. Or the previous one, rather. And the first tier that Salami is going with is this 3 matter. And if you have a unit in the group with the matter, they actually now get a movement speed bonus, which is absolutely amazing. Sipahi connecting with the archers. That's just what you want to see if you're the Ottomans. Did Salami? Yeah, he did opt to go for the Fortitude, which is an attack speed buff at the cost of taking more melee damage. But there's no melee damage here. So Salami doesn't care. We saw Legolas' second town center go up right there and then. But Core is already dropping his third one. And we see. Let's take a look at the upgrade situation here. We are looking at Core. He does have the fresh foodstuffs. He does have the wheelbarrow. He has not gotten a double broadaxe just yet, but I'm kind of expecting to see it soon. And he might also go for survival techniques because he's starting to eat the deer. Here comes the ruse aggression though, and it's just in time to be annoying, but it's not in time to stop this TC. He's killing 2 vills. He's gonna kill a 3rd vill. Yeah, Core tries to run back, but not in time. And now the 3rd TC is up. And at this point, it is sort of equalish. It is sort of in the open if this has paid out for Core. He does have 1 production building. He does have the archery range. But we see a ram being dropped. And this wall that Core just built, it's not going to do a lot. It might delay the ram a little bit. Yeah, archers are being pulled. But at the same time, he's losing another villager for it. So I don't see this being worth. And the ram can just as well just move around or burn through that wall in just a few seconds. Salami actually going for a 2 TC Ottoman play. So everyone's just booming away, except Legolas only opted to go for 2 TCs. And Core is now already stable on 3, whereas Uten is actually only on 1. We do not see any of the blacksmith upgrades just yet. If you're gonna drop a blacksmith, I'd expect you to drop the steel arrow immediately if you're on triple archery range rather. We see a second ram coming up. Core is dropping an outpost, and behind all of this we see triple stables. But Uten has expected this play, and we see some spearmen. Now the problem here is Abbasid has a huge counter unit to the spearmen. This camel archer basically can 3-shot any spearman it comes across. But right now there's only 1 of those. So Core dependent on scouting out and shouting out and shooting that spearman, or rather these spearmen in there. Nice little snipe on the scout. Rather not very smart to lose the scout there like that. And you really need to mass up more spears because these horsemen are just gonna be a menace. And as soon as the spearmen who constantly weave in get thinned out by the town center, these horsemen can go on top of the archers. There's still no +1 upgrade. And oh, this is a very aggressive move by Newton. He's gonna get the TC, but at what cost? All of these? Okay, only one of these stables is producing right now. Core is actually hurting for food. He has eaten that whole berry patch and his deer has been denied. So this was actually the perfect place to attack. We see a third ram being dropped, but there's not a lot of spears right now. We only see one spearman here at the ram. We see more spearmen being made. We see the iron undermesh being queued right there. Does he have the +1 damage? He does not have the +1 damage. He only opted to go for the ranged defense. With that amount of archers, kind of a strange move. Oh, now that is a big brain play. This is beautiful. I've never seen anyone chop through early on this map. It's only just 1v1s, and this is gonna hit Newton right in the snoot. Does he see this? Yeah, okay, he can. Yeah, he sees it. These guys, I don't know if they're attack moving or what's going on here. He knows this is open. He needs to pull back right here. He has no clue what's coming through there. And Legolas is pulling back. He should really be attacking right now. Right now is his timing because we see the Sipahi right on top of the archer ball. The spearman trying to snipe the matter, and Kor is actually trying to kill these rams, and then he's going for the rest of the archer ball. But yeah, this is absolutely great for Team Hot Dog. They're just 2v1ing here, and Legolas needs to use this timing window. But he's gonna move towards the breach. No, that's not what you want to do. You need to do damage to Salami here. Utin's army is already dead. Maybe he's thinking he needs to save this forward production, and he might be right, because I don't think that Utin has any production in the back. No, there's nothing. So if this little settlement gets overrun, then Utin has nothing. He has no more production buildings. Yeah, and wow, Legolas is just running straight into the breach. This town center is doing a little bit of damage, and Kor's pulling back, making ready to fight Legolas. He has a fair bit of military here, and he's gonna beat this Abbasid army with his own. Yeah, he's sniping out the spears. Now he's just attack moving whatever he can reach. Rus army remassing, coming back in. Where's Salami's mass? Salami's mass, hello? Salami not producing? We see another military school being dropped. There we go. Oh, Salami hit Castle Age behind all of this. And what's coming out of those barracks right now is men-at-arms, and they're just gonna walk all over anything the opponent has here. Yeah. The amount of archers right there, they might be able to contest a little bit of the men-at-arms flood, but they really need the +1. And if we look at Utin's resources just now, he's trying to go up to Castle Age himself. He has 1,500 food right now, needs that gold. He's actually using these villagers to build the house, 2 houses actually, so that's more time spent on not going up to Castle Age. And Salami's moving out with the matter, with his 2 men-at-arms. Kor is rebuilding his 3rd town center. We see Legolas walling the middle of the map, not wanting to get the slap with those Castle Age units. Legolas actually dropped the 3rd town center himself now. He is trying to chop through very eventually. There's no micro behind it right now. He just rallied there and is chopping regularly. And now, luckily for Team Galorys, this matter only provides his buff towards Salami's units. Otherwise, it would be completely broken. Everyone would just be playing Ottomans. Legolas hits Castle Age. What is his poison? He does have triple blacksmith. He's going for men-at-arms himself. We see some crossbows being made out of these archery ranges. But Kor is on top of Utin's forward production, and now he needs to spend a lot of wood to remake those, and he doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it. He's floating so much food at this point, but he just does not have the gold. If he had gone for Golden Gate, then he might just be able to buy himself Castle Age right there. But like this, he needs to drop a regular market or needs to just wait until the gold is naturally mined. And while all of this is going on, he's going to lose his entire production line. And Core is just flooding units all over the map. Yeah, 28 archers. God, 35. Unless Core is dumb enough to fight directly into the Kremlin, there's no way that Yutin holds this. Core is just flooding and flooding and flooding, and there's Salami's man-at-arms right here too. And Salami is just trying to wall himself in as well, trying to delay this Camel Rider push. We see the Camel Riders. These are not actually being produced. They are free from the military wing. No, I'm not going to eat my words. This is the military wing. He already got the boot camp for the extra HP upgrade. Core, meanwhile, also going for the military wing. He's going to be up in 1 minute 45. But he does not sit around and wait. He is going for that jugular right now. Double rams on the Kremlin. I feel like he could have just walked around and attacked here, and basically the game would have been dead anyway. That's 3 units. These are all militia. They're gonna get the rams, pretty sure. And any damage that Core is doing to these, yeah, it's nice. He might... Yeah, he's actually saving his rams by killing all of the militia. But, yeah, these are 3 units. They cost 40 per 2 you pump out with these tickets that are available in the Kremlin. But there was Yutin's ace in the hole, and there's still an army that is twice his size and 1 age up right in front of his base, or rather inside his base now. As we said, Core is aging up. So it's gonna be a Castle Age army in just a moment. And I'm fully expecting to see the immediate Archer upgrade coming through. What's Legolas doing? Legolas is pushing into Salami's base. Of course, we see the Mehmet Imperial Armory where you get those 3 mangonels. He's trying to snipe the mangoes, but Salami is on the ball, on point, and trying to repair these up. But there's no crossbows here. There's no real defense. If Legolas had just gone for the economy, like, this is so open, but he opted to go for the siege, being constantly shot at by 2 mangonels. He finally snipes them, but at what cost? That took so much time. But his push is fairly heavy. Let's take a look how his teammate is doing, shall we? Yutin, meanwhile, he's kiting man-at-arms through the streets of the Rus base. Core has slain the Kremlin, is now on top of the production. These are regular archers, but if we look at Core's perspective, they're about to be veteran archers, getting +2 damage to everything, and these early knights, they cannot hold that. And yeah, Salami's mass is just going up, and we see crossbows being made here, coming out. We do see 1 Springald against the Mangonel, but yeah, this mass of crossbows, and now there's also men-at-arms as a front line. We'll see how this crossbow is stacking up against this mass here. If this Mangonel is getting 1 good shot off, though, this game is super over. Springald is being burned by villagers, getting 1 shot off, but Mangonel is moving forward. These crossbows need to leave, and they're leaving, they're running. The rams are being burned as we speak. Yeah, the crossbows just run away. Like, Legolas cannot fight into this Mangonel right now. One little misstep and his game is over. But his teammate is dying on the other side. He needs to make something happen. That's the problem. And just like that, Yutin is out of this game because, an Abbasid castle army he can never contest is burning his base. And yeah, Legolas does not want to play the 1v2.